A mummy is a deceased human or an animal whose skin and organs has been preserved by intentional or accidental exposure to chemical, extreme cold, or very low humidity in cold and dry conditions. The earliest ancient Egyptian mummies were created naturally. The natural preservation of dead had an important effect on ancient Egyptian religion. Artificial mummification became an integral part of the rituals for death beginning in the Second Dynasty. Egyptians saw the preservation of the body after the death as an important step to living well in the afterlife. When Egypt became an empire, mummification practice became a status symbol for the people. This cultural hierarchy led to the creation of elaborate tombs and more sophisticated methods of embalming. Intentional mummification in pre-Columbian Mexico was practiced by the Aztec culture. These bodies are known as Aztec mummies. We can find also natural mummification in several places in Mexico. The most famous are the mummies of Guanajuato. A collection of these mummies has been on display at El Museo de las Momias in the city of Guanajuato. This museum claims to have the smallest mummy in the world on display. Several naturally preserved and intentional mummies dating from the Incan period, they have been found in the colder regions of Argentina, Chile, and Peru. These are collectively known as ice mummies. The first Incan ice mummy was discovered in El Plomo Peak in Chile. This mummy was a male child. He was considered to be the most well-preserved ice mummy in the world until the discovery of Mummy Juanita. Mummy Juanita was discovered in the Peruvian section of the Andes Mountains. Her body has been so frozen that much of her skin, muscle tissue, and internal organs remains in the original structure. She is believed to be a ritual sacrifice due to the close proximity of her body to the Incan capital of Cusco. We believe as well that she was part of a high special social status in her life.
For example, the mummy of Tutankhamun was revealed on October 28, 1925. After the English Egyptologist Howard Carter and his team removed the cover of the third and last sarcophagus from the great goods that had been laid for 3,300 years in the grave. Tutankhamun was the 11th pharaoh of the 18th dynasty of the New Kingdom in ancient Egypt, so his mummy is over 3,300 years old. After the discovery of the body, much debate arose regarding the exact cause of the young king's death. This resulted in numerous studies and medical procedures performed on his remains until the 2010s, and thanks to the advancement of medical technology, it was possible to find out the true age, genealogy, and cause of the death of the young pharaoh. Theories emerged that affirmed his death due to a battalion, a car accident, and a blow to the head. but scientific studies conducted between 1990 and 2010 revealed that the young king suffered from osteochondrosis and disease that was made worse by malaria causing death.
The mummy characteristics. It is a preserved dead being. It is currently considered with supernatural powers. The powers of the mummies are the manipulation of sand. They can give it any shape and cover everything and there for fingertips. Fear of cats. Mummies were afraid of cats because they believed they were guardians of the underworld. They consumed the vitality of other beings. They extremed themselves with the life of living beings. Resuscitate other dead. They use the book of deed and rituals to create new mummies. Egypt widows. They can use for them the entire ritual. This consists cutting the thumb, banging his entire body, putting in the sarcophagus, and throwing widows and closing it. The Egyptian Book of Deed. It is the name given to some manuscripts with the mummified dead in ancient Egypt. In pop culture, mummies had friends with vampires, werewolves, in Frankenstein, etc.
The mummy, oralate of the 22nd century, is a 1827 three-volume novel written by Jane Webb, later James C. London. It concerns the Egyptian mummy of Chop, who is brought back to life in the year 2126. The novel describes a future filled with advanced technology and was the first English language history to feature reanimation mummy. The Adventures of Tadeo Jones. Tadeo is a bricklayer who dreams of being archaeologist when he is fired, sees his opportunity and embarks on an adventure that will lead him to find and protect the treasure of the Incas. The Mummy. Amenet accuses ancient Egyptian princess awakens in her crypts and furious and evil sows terror among humans. The only person who can stop her and prevent London from presence in a fearless mercenary. Video game The Mummy. Action adventure based on The Mummy. Rick O'Connell and his friends are in the mummy's tomb and must plow through a sea of enemies and solve a few puzzles to stop and halt them from returning to life.